Guess what, everyone? Another year has passed and fall season has arrived, and you know what that means? It's Halloween! And if you've been watching over the past couple years, then you know it's become a tradition to start every universe of haunted games with a trip to the most popular haunted pizzeria franchise, Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, where were we the last time we talked about Freddy's? Oh yeah, inside a pizzeria that we could design ourselves and it burned to the ground. Well, one might say that we're now playing the aftermath of that. Let me explain. It is heavily implied that when Purple Guy, Springtrap William Afton, was killed at the end of Pizzeria Simulator, that he is now in hell, and the game is all about what he's experiencing. Isn't that an interesting concept? This title is called Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night, and its main feature is, well, just like its name suggests, allows you to customize the game. You're given a screen of multiple characters spanning the various games of the franchise, and you can control how difficult you want them all to be. So what do you think people did when this game first came out? They cranked it up to the highest setting to see how long they could last. Yeah, I myself only lasted like 30 seconds, if that. Now I would say the most difficult part of this whole thing is memorizing how to fend off each character. I mean, look at all these keys you have to keep track of. Dang! It is a severe chore just to memorize all this stuff. And what makes this even worse is that a lot of the characters don't function the same way as they did in their own respective video games. So you have things like flash your light at Phantom Freddy to get him to disappear. But the characters who turned out to be the most memorable in this whole thing were the mediocre melody animatronics from Pizzeria Simulator. But to narrow it down to just one, it would have to be Mr. Hippo. Just because he has the most memorable jump scare, not only in this game, but in the entire Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. When he makes it to your location, he goes into a long story about whatever's on his mind, and you as the player are held hostage to listen to the entire thing. You can't skip it. You can't exit the game. You have to stay and listen. This was so hilarious when I saw it for the first time. It's just an ingenious idea.
Now this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sourdough bread on Monday and threw it out Wednesday.
But of course, this isn't all the game has to offer. When you get your points high enough, it will activate a cutscene that will either depict Freddy and Foxy in a Japanese-style story, warring against each other, or a narrative of Toy Chica in high school. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And the interesting part is that when you watch these, you can't help but ask, what in the world does this have to do with anything? Well, like a lot of other things going on in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, it's linked to a whole bunch of other things and stories explaining it in a cryptic way. But one easy way to get these cutscenes to activate is to choose characters that won't necessarily kill you. You know, kind of like putting the Phantom animatronics out there, or Balloon Boy, or Phone Guy. That way you can rack up a lot of points very quickly. Ultimate Custom Night is a lot of fun, and it's cool that you can test yourself to see how long you'll last on harder settings. I didn't last long, but maybe you guys will. Give it a play and find out.
Even monkeys fall from trees.